During a massive brawl, gang leader Ye Rujo takes a series of brutal hits and falls off a bridge into the water. She's fished out of the river by opportunist Wang, who works for mob boss Hu. The girl remembers nothing, and Wang, desperate to find an opponent for Hao's brother Qian, a self-proclaimed martial arts master, takes advantage of the stranger's amnesia and sends her into the ring. Suddenly, it turns out the girl has forgotten everything except her kung fu skills, and Qian gets utterly crushed. After that, Wang and his neighbors find themselves in serious trouble. Over her 10-year film career, Chinese actress Meng-Meng has become a familiar face. Her filmography includes over 30 projects, and she even starred alongside Jackie Chan in the Russo-Chinese production The Mystery of the Dragon Seal. Nevertheless, her signature role remains the Kung Fu Queen comedy action trilogy, the first installment of which was released in 2020. The three films differ noticeably from each other, particularly in how the humor escalates with each sequel, but they share common traits. A slightly exaggerated comic book vibe and stellar fight scenes where Mingming showcases her Wing Chun skills. My Super Heroine was made by an entirely different team, but there's no doubt they drew inspiration from this franchise. The films are so similar in style and spirit that K-Bolong's movie could easily pass as another Kung Fu Queen entry. In fact, the filmmakers wisely avoided the parodic excesses of the third installment, and instead aimed for the tone of the trilogy's best chapter, the second one, which struck the perfect balance between action, humor, and drama. The plot of My Super Heroine revolves around a criminal scheme, but let's be clear, the film doesn't excel in this regard. The problem is that Rujo is essentially a Chinese Mary Sue, invulnerable and unbeatable, especially compared to her opponents. Case in point, her main antagonist, Hu, is played by comedian Yun-Jin. While he came off as legitimately menacing in Black Hunting Operation, opposite Louis Fan, here he's openly clowning around, mugging for the camera without restraint. It's funny at times, but it also kills any sense of suspense. How can you worry about a heroine whose enemies are obvious jokes? Still, the film delivers several well-executed fight scenes. Rujo dispatches her opponents effortlessly, but watching her do it is pure joy. The 30-year-old Meng-Meng remains in peak physical condition. Her athleticism is even sharper than in her Kung Fu Queen days, so the acrobatic, wire-assisted, old-school humor-laden brawls are a blast. Sure, My Super Heroine is a naive, forgettable flick overall, but it's a great way to kill 90 minutes. And isn't that what really matters?